Hello, and welcome to this public information film. As you will be aware, the summer season is approaching faster than a wee free running from a science textbook, which means we all must start our preparations for the annual tourist migration. In this film, we will look at what preparations are underway and the things that you need to think about in the coming weeks. We start here in the Uppenfachim village square, where essential repairs have already started. As you can see, the village is getting a fresh set of potholes installed, which, along with the newly built historic castle, make Uppenfachim even more of a must visit. As well as this, the newsagents won this year's fresh coat of paint, and I think you'll agree the whole village looks much better for it. Now, if someone could just get rid of that blasted Christmas tree, then the place will be ready to welcome its first visitors. Next, we find ourselves in an underground bunker deep beneath the Tourist Information Office. This is Mission Control. With the technology in this room, the highly trained personnel diligently monitor everything from traffic conditions to the weather, rapidly responding to any emergency. For example, inappropriate weather can be modified to ensure the most authentic experience for our visitors, and when the island is getting full, roadworks are deployed to slow down incoming traffic until more space can be found. Notice also the Myth Lab. This secure room is home to the custodians of local history. Their job to edit and update, to remove the tedious, and to add new myths and legends as required. Lastly, we visit Mr. MacDonald's traditional Highland farm where, despite his OAP status, Mr. MacDonald is still very active. A world leader in haggis husbandry, the farm has a highly successful breeding programme. The secret to a happy, healthy haggis is a high-protein diet and not mentioning Burns Night in their presence. The farm is also the biggest local producer of midges, thanks to Mr. MacDonald's tireless work and some handsome EU subsidies. Here, midges can be bred in sufficient numbers to keep up the demand from most of the island. Midges are, of course, essential for ensuring no visitor outstays their welcome. Nobody wants a repeat of the devastating midge famine of 1997. You may also have noticed one of Mr. MacDonald's prized Highland cows in full training for another tough season, standing idly near public roads, looking pretty. Now that we've seen how others are preparing for the summer season, let's have a look at what you can, and probably should, be doing to help. Remember, your island needs you.
Number 1. Visitors need space!
If you have a spare room in your house, or even a spare house, then make sure it's free for the summer. Any current occupants, such as tenants, children or granny, should be evicted for the duration.
Number 2. Hike those prices!
For the shopkeepers, it's important that you follow the co-op's example and raise your prices each year. If we don't all do this together, then some will be made to look greedy.
Number 3. Secure your land!
If there are any visitor attractions on your land, then you should ensure that they're suitably inaccessible. Check all barbed wire is in good repair and that the electric fences are at full power. Electricity is expensive, so look into government subsidies for renewable energies.
Number 4. Free the herd!
If you own sheep, then they should now be moved on to the nearest public road, where they will act as a traffic calming measure. All Highland cows should be moved in view of public roads so they can be endlessly photographed. This is now law.
Number 5. Burn it all!
Make sure that by the 15th of April you have set fire to the nearest hillside or field. According to the latest history book, this annual tradition wards off poor fortune and even poorer tourists. By coming together as a community, we can get through this difficult time of year. Thank you for watching. Agus eichava.
Oh, well, goodness me. Oh, sorry. I was trying to get into my inner chuch there.